We are on the record. This is the videotape deposition of Sheik E. Faal, taken on April 13th, 2022. The time is now approximately 4:27 p.m. The deposition is being taken in the matter of Clarissa Hunter et al. Versus Martin Robbins Fence Company et al., filed in the State Court of Fulton County, State of Georgia, case number 20EV001537, and case Katrina Patterson and Henry Patterson versus Martin Robbins Fence Company et al., filed in State Court of Fulton County, State of Georgia, case number 19EV003857. The deposition is taking place in Minneapolis, Minnesota. My name is Robert Buckman. I am the videographer representing Wall & Video. Will counsel present both here and remotely please identify themselves for the record?
Sure. This is Matt Kahn from Butler Law Firm on behalf of the Hunter plaintiff.
Nick Pertentis here on behalf of the Patterson plaintiffs.
Sheriff Faal.
Claire Williamson on the, this is Claire Williamson on behalf of defendant Martin Robbins Fence Company.
This is Christine Hayter on behalf of the Georgia Department of Transportation.
This is Sally Bright on behalf of defendant Arcadis US Inc.
Eleanor Klingler.
I mean, Eleanor Klingler is on behalf of Martin Robbins. Does she need to say it?
Okay, I don't, there's other counsel that are on the video that are not going to be questioning. So at this time, Matt and Nick, I'd like to go ahead and state my objection to this witness. Is that okay with you two?
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Okay. These two cases are in the middle of pre-trial motions, and there's been no determination about the relevancy of this witness and what he may or may not have to offer. So defendant GDOT objects to this witness and what is expected of his testimony for the record, and I will be making objections for relevancy and any other appropriate objections throughout this deposition. And that's just so you guys know that.
Okay.
Martin Robbins would join that objection and state that they will make objections the same as GDOT.
And defendant GDOT joins in the aforementioned objections and will also be objecting along the lines of questioning.
All right, everyone's objections are duly noted. Of course, we completely disagree with them, but it is your right to do so. So, Mr. Faal, just so you can understand, each of these parties are going to make objections. When I ask a question, if you'll give them a chance to object, and then once they're done speaking, then you can answer the question.
Sounds good.
Does anyone else have anything to add before we swear in the witness?
No.
All right. Will you please swear in the witness, Madam Court Reporter?
Mr. Faal, will you raise your right hand? Do you swear that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, correct.
All right. This is Matt Kahn on behalf of the Hunter plaintiff. So this will be the deposition of Sheik Faal taken pursuant to notice in the cases Hunter versus Martin Robbins et al. And Patterson versus Martin Robbins et al. The deposition is being taken pursuant to the Georgia Civil Practice Act for the preservation of evidence at trial. And we've sworn in the witness. So, Mr. Faal, will you please tell the ladies and gentlemen of the jury your full name?
My full name is Sheik Ibrahim Faal.
And Mr. Faal, where do you live?
I currently live in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
And we're here today in Minneapolis, Minnesota for this deposition, correct?
Correct.
Were you in a car wreck on I-85 southbound on January 28th, 2018?
Objections, relevance.
Yes. Yes, I was in a car wreck.
And will you please tell the jury what happened that night?
Objection, relevance.
Join.
Can you
Join.
have them state their name before they object? Good.
Sure. Just taking a brief pause. If y'all wouldn't mind stating like your name, just say Claire objection or Sally objection, Christine objection, just so the court reporter can know who's speaking.
Yes, we will. Sorry about that.
That's fine.
Thank you. All right. So, Mr. Faal, will you please tell the jury what happened that night?
Objection, Christine.
Objection, Claire. Relevance.
Sally, objection.
Relevant.
Yes, so I was in Georgia, Atlanta for a walk trip, and I was heading back to my hotel. During the road, that's when it was a rainy day, and I had a crash right on the intersection where there was a turn, and I was curving to the road, and that's where I hydroplated and hit the guardrail and got off the road. Luckily, I was unharmed.
Okay. And what lane of I-85 were you in when your car lost control?
To what I can,
Objection to relevance.
Join, Claire.
to what I can
Join
recall,
Sally.
to what I can recall, I was going through the middle lane. It was a clear road.
About how fast were you driving before you lost control?
Objection, relevance. Christine.
Join, Claire.
Objection, relevance, and form of the question.
It was a rainy day, and the roads were pretty much slick as well, so I was driving less than the speed limit. I believe the speed limit was 60 miles per hour, so I was doing approximately 40 to 50 miles per hour.
Can you describe how your vehicle spun before it hit the guardrail?
Objection, leading, relevance.
Join, Claire.
Join Sally.
So what I can recall was I lost control.
Actually, I'll rephrase. Let me cure that. How did your vehicle spin before?
Objection, leading.
You've got to let me finish the question.
Christine.
How did your vehicle spin before it hit the guardrail?
Objection, leading.
You've got to let me finish the
Claire,
question before
Christine,
you
let me-
object,
No,
Christine.
No, that's not the rule. If you finish the question, you will be feeding the witness facts you want the question to repeat. So you have to ask non-leading questions. This is direct examination. by
Christine,
you.
this is, with all due respect, that is not a leading question. You got to let me finish
It
the question.
absolutely was a
You got to let me finish the question before you object. What happened to your vehicle before it hit the guardrail?
Objection, relevance. Christine.
Join, Claire.
Join Sally.
I lost control, and as a result, I hydroplated. When I hydroplated, it took me a couple of seconds to figure out to get my car to a straight, to get my car to be straightened. That's when I lost control and hit the guardrail, and I was off the road next to the grass.
Okay, and what part of your car hit the guardrail?
Objection, relevance.
Based
Join, Claire.
Join Sally.
based on the car, looks like I hit the front of my car and the side, passenger side.
Did all four wheels of your car stay on the ground?
Objection, relevance.
Yes,
Join, Claire.
I was on the
Join
ground.
Sally.
My car then, all four wheels were on the road.
And what happened to your car after it struck the guardrail?
Objection, relevance. Christine.
Join, Claire.
Join Sally.
I end up coming to a complete stop.
And where did you come to a complete stop?
Objection, relevance. Christine.
Off the road when I got far off.
Join Sally.
Can you let them finish their objection before you?
Sure. So I'll just ask it again. What happened, or where did your car stop?
After,
Objection, relevance. Christine.
Join, Claire.
Join Sally.
after hitting the guardrail, I hit, my car stopped right when the guardrail ended towards the grass, off the grass.
Okay. So I'm going to show you a photograph that's been marked as Plaintiff's Exhibit 1. If you would you pass that to the witness? Thank you.
Objection, not admitted into evidence. relevance.
Join Claire.
Join Sally.
Can you tell the jury what we're looking at, or what you're looking at in Plaintiff's Exhibit 1?
Objection, no foundation, relevance.
Yep.
Join Claire.
I'm looking at a
Join
picture of a
Sally.
broken Guardrail.
Can you tell us what you're looking at in Plaintiff's Exhibit 1?
Objection, not admitted to evidence, relevance, and no
Join
foundation for this witness.
I'm looking at the highway,
Join Sally.
the Guardrail, and I can see where exactly I hit, recalling that day that I had my wreck.
So does Plaintiff's Exhibit 1 fairly and accurately depict the area in which your wreck happened?
Yes, it's
Objection,
precisely that area.
foundation,
Hold on, I need to-
relevance.
I can only take one person at a time. so
Join
just-
Claire.
Join Sally. And can we see this photo?
Yeah, it's Plaintiff's Exhibit 1. You should have it. Does the
You can re-answer the question,
Yeah.
Mr. Faal.
so let me just ask it again so we have a clean record.
And you can let them object, and then you can
Yeah.
answer. Yep.
So does Plaintiff's Exhibit 1 fairly and accurately depict the area in which your wreck happened?
Objection, form, foundation, relevance.
Join Claire.
Join Sally.
Yes, this picture recalls me the exact area that I hit and got off the grass.
And how did the guardrail shown in Plaintiff's Exhibit 1 look before your wreck?
Objection, relevance, form, foundation.
I cannot recall
Join
exactly.
as well as speculation.
Join all of the above, Sally.
You can answer.
I cannot recall exactly.
How damaged was the guardrail before you hit it?
That is,
Objection, form, foundation, leading.
Join Claire.
Join Sally.
and that is what I can recall. It was nighttime when I was driving.
Okay. Now, where on Plaintiff's Exhibit 1 did your car strike the guardrail? If you could turn the photo around and just point it out so the jury can see on the camera.
Objection, form, relevance, foundation.
Join Claire.
Join Sally.
If I can recall exactly, it would be in the middle of the Guardrail.
Can you turn it around so the jury can see?
So I can show the picture right here. And my car final stop was exactly close to the grass. So if I hit the Guardrail, it's going to be close to the grass, somewhere close to the glass.
Okay.
So if I point my finger, it should be precisely somewhere here.
And so, if you wouldn't mind, on Plaintiff's Exhibit 1, where did your car come to final rest?
Objection, relevance, form, foundation.
Join Claire.
Join Sally.
I recall my car came to a rest close to after the Guardrail towards the grass where there's an open space.
And can you turn the exhibit around and point to it so the jury can see?
Yep, if I can
Objection, same objections.
Join Claire.
Join Sally.
point towards the grass, it's going to be right off the Guardrail. Okay, great.
All right, I'm going to hand you two photographs that are pre-marked Plaintiff's Exhibit 300 and 301. If you'll take a look at these. Thank you.
Thank you.
Objection to the exhibits, not in evidence.
Join Claire.
Join Sally.
What does
Can you
plaintiff's...
see what they are?
Can you send them through the chat? Nick is going to send them to you. They're snap screenshots from the body camera footage that was produced. Mr. Faal, what does Plaintiff's Exhibit 300 show?
Objection, relevance, form and foundation.
Join in addition to speculation.
Exhibit
Join all of the above, Sally.
Exhibit 300 shows my car off the grass, and I can see myself standing outside while I was waiting for a police officer, or the police officer was already there with the body cam footage. And I was patiently waiting to have my police report completed. It was a rainy day, so I was standing outside the rain as well.
Is Plaintiff's Exhibit 300 a fair and accurate representation of where your car came to rest?
Form, relevance, foundation.
Join Claire.
Join Sally.
Yes, that's correct.
And if you wouldn't mind, can you turn it around so the jury can see?
Same objections, Christine.
Join Claire.
Join Sally.
Thank you, Mr. Faal. Can you tell us what is Plaintiff's Exhibit 301 show?
Same objections as before. This is Claire.
Yes, same objections, Christine.
Join Sally.
Exhibit 301 shows me talking to the police officer.
And is Plaintiff's Exhibit 301 a fair and accurate depiction of you and your vehicle after the collision?
Same objections, foundation, form, and relevance.
Join Claire.
Join Sally.
Yes, that's correct.
All right. Now, Mr. Faal, I'm going to show you a portion of an animation that's been marked as Plaintiff's Exhibit 100, and then I'm going to ask you a question about it afterward.
Objection to the animation is the subject of a motion to exclude. So object showing it to the witness and object questions to the witness after viewing the animation as far as relevancy and not admissible and not admitted into evidence at this time.
Join. In addition, we would note that we have not filed motions in limine yet, and there will be an objection to showing this to witnesses at the trial as well as the pending motions to exclude.
Sally joins in the above objections.
Mr. Faal, let me put my microphone on. Mr. Faal, what are the similarities, if any, between the what-if scenario of Plaintiff's Exhibit 100 and what happened to you?
Objection, leading, form, foundation.
Same objections as well
And
as all those that
relevancy.
were prior stated, objecting to the showing of this video in general, or this animation in general.
Join.
Arcadis joins as this video is not relevant and should not be shown to this witness.
The only similarities I can see is me hitting the guardrail. It's a similar impact. Luckily, I had a scrape and not a direct impact on the guardrail.
Okay. Now, Mr. Faal, have you ever spoken with Nick Portentis or me before today?
Yes, we did.
Objection. Form.
Join Claire.
Join Sally.
Yes, we did.
What did we talk about?
We talked about the incident that occurred. I was told about what happened to
Objection to
the client that was walking on that passed away, and that was really something that was heart-touching. I was in a similar accident. Luckily, I was unharmed. It was one of the most traumatizing moments I ever witnessed in my life.
Did you feel like I was trying to get you to change your story at all?
objection, form, relevancy.
Join Claire.
Join Sally.
No, not at all.
Did we ask you to tell the truth?
Yes, I recall that several times.
And have you done that today?
Yes, I have no reason not to.
Have you spoken with any other attorney in this case?
No, I haven't.
All right, I just have a few more questions for you. Were you injured in your wreck?
No, I came out unharmed, just minor bruises.
Did you see any doctors after your wreck?
No.
Oh, and if you wouldn't mind looking at Plaintiff's Exhibit 1, I'm going to ask you a question.
Objection on the relevancy of this line of questioning.
Join Claire.
Join Sally.
Did your car impact the concrete pole behind Plaintiff's Exhibit 1?
Objection, leading, relevancy.
Join.
Join
No, my
Sally.
car didn't.
Can you say that again?
I repeat, my car didn't hit the pole. I hit the guardrail straight.
And why didn't you hit the pole?
Objection, speculation, relevance.
Join, proceed.
Join Sally.
I'm glad that I didn't hit the pole. That was never my intention. I didn't notice there was even a pole there. I was losing control, so only thing that I could think of was to come to a complete stop, to have my car back under control.
All right. Mr. Faal, thank you for your time and being here with us today. Those are all of the questions that we have for now.
Thank you.
We are going off the
All right,
record.
Claire, did you want to go, or do you want me to go first?
I don't believe I'll have any questions for this witness unless I have something after other people are finished asking, but right now I do not.
So-
Thank you for your time, Mr. Faal.
Thank you.
And I'll
Want
just,
me to go, Christine? I don't have that much.
Yes, please, go ahead.
I'm going to,
Hi, Mr. Faul.
Sally, before you, I just want to put an objection on the record. If Martin Robbins does not ask questions right now, it's waiving its opportunity to cross-examine this witness, and that's it.
I join in that objection. Nick Pertentis on behalf of the Patterson plaintiffs.
Okay. Mr. Faul, my name is Sally Bright. I represent defendant Arcadis. Have you ever spoken with Mr. or Mrs. Patterson?
No, I haven't.
Okay. And were you present at the accident scene on June 3rd, 2018?
My accident scene?
No, the Ms. Patterson's accident on June 3rd, 2018. Were you there?
No, I wasn't.
Do you have any personal knowledge of how the June 3rd, 2018 accident occurred?
No, the only thing that was told to me, they had an accident close to where I had the same accident that I had, which was similar.
Okay, so the only information you have about the June 3rd, 2018 accident is what was told to you by Mr. Kahn or Mr. Protentis, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Have you ever had any contact with anyone from Arcadis?
No, I believe not.
Do you know who Arcadis is?
No, I don't.
Okay. And you mentioned before that you spoke with plaintiff's counsel, both Mr. Kahn and Mr. Protentis. On how many occasions did you speak with them?
We had a Zoom call, so I can recall we had 2 Zoom meetings.
Two Zoom meetings, is that it?
Yep, and a phone call as well.
Okay,
A follow-up
two
phone call.
Zoom- Okay, I don't mean to cut you off, I'm sorry.
Yep, we had phone calls to coordinate the visit today, time and
Okay.
schedule.
So the 2 Zoom meetings, how long were they in duration?
Less than 30 minutes.
Each,
That's correct.
and approximately what dates, if you recall?
I'm afraid I can't recall, but I have the Zoom minutes on my email.
like within the last 6 months?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so 2 Zoom meetings lasting approximately 30 minutes each, and then you said there was phone calls, multiple phone calls?
I would say to be exact, less than 4 phone calls. So it'd be like 3 phone calls coordinating the meeting time.
Okay. I think that's it for me for now.
All right, this is Christine Hayter on behalf of the Georgia Department of Transportation. I still have continuing objections to this witness and the relevancy and whether his testimony would be admissible in the trials of these 2 matters. However, I'm going to void the question with just a few questions, just in order to have that information for the judge in making a decision about the witness and his testimony. Mr. Faal, isn't it true that you stated under oath today that in your accident you hydroplaned?
Yes, I lost control.
And you indicated that the weather on the night of your accident, it was raining.
Yes, it was a rainy day. It rained the whole day that day, and the cop that came to my rescue mentioned that there was a lot of accidents on the road.
Okay, strike that witness, or that last part is non-responsive. So listen to my questions, Mr. Faal. And in your accident, it involved only your vehicle, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And that vehicle that you had your accident in was a rental vehicle, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And the rental vehicle was not your personal vehicle, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And you do not know the maintenance history of the tires on the rental vehicle in your crash, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
No further questions. Thank you, sir.
Nothing further from the plaintiffs. And so that will conclude the deposition. Thank you, Mr. Faal. We appreciate your time.
Thank you as well, and all the best.
We are going off the record. The time
You're
now
fine.